King Charles is not content with seeing Archie and Lily over video calls. Charles, give it up. These hollow claims of family devotion that the media in the UK is really trying to push to let people feel sympathetic to Charles is BS. We know it is because it's action. You ever hear the saying, actions speak louder than words? Charles has done nothing to try to see his family. Charles has done everything in his power to try to suck it, as you would say, to Harry, to make Harry feel less than. And this was all in the aim of trying to force them to go back to the UK, right? So they took away everything. They took away their home. They took away their security. So this ridiculous statement that, oh, he's sad, he wants to have more of a relationship with Archie and Lilibet, I'm calling total BS on it, right? Guys, let's not lose sight of what is really going on. Let's not take our eyes off the ball. We know Charles is not a good person. And even though he's trying to pretend that he is not. His actions have shown over and over again that he's not a good father and he's not a good husband. He's not a good grandfather. We know that, right? So let us stop the pretense and stop making this man look more sympathetic than he really is, right? So King Charles is reportedly not content with seeing his grandchildren Archie and Lilibet over video calls and is keener than ever to build a relationship with them. This narrative, however, clashes starkly with his recent actions towards Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Let's unpack the contradictions and expose the reality behind these claims. So first, King Charles' commitment to family appears questionable when considering his decision to evict Prince Harry and Meghan from their UK home, Frogmore Cottage. This property was a personal gift from Queen Elizabeth II to her grandson and his wife. The eviction not only stripped Harry and Meghan of their secure base in the UK, but also sent a clear message of exclusion. If Charles truly valued family above all, why undermine his son's sense of security and stability? And make matters worse in this scenario is that he's giving it to a pedophile, Andrew. Take away Harry and Meghan's home that the Queen gave them and giving it to his disgusting brother, Andrew. I wonder what secrets Andrew has for him. That is why he's giving Harry and Meghan's home to them. He's paying for security for Andrew as well. Let's not forget. He's not a good father. Spare us. Give me a break. Right? In another strikingly contradictory move, King Charles oversaw the removal of Prince Harry's security detail when visiting the UK. This decision came despite Harry's well-documented security concerns, further isolating him from his families, from his home country. By denying his son the necessary protection, Charles has effectively made it more challenging for Harry to visit, thereby reducing the chances of in-person interactions with his grandchildren. This is hardly the behavior of a grandfather desperate to build a relationship with his grandkids. Let's call a spade a spade. He is not trying to build a relationship. He's trying to punish Harry and Meghan because they left. And he's saying, how dare you leave and go and create a life of your own where you're happy elsewhere. He wanted them to stay in the gilded cage. There was no way for them to go. He wanted them to come back begging. And with the grace of God, that has not happened. And Harry and Meghan, strive. You're going to be successful. You are successful. And that is what is hurting Charles, because he wanted you to come begging. That will never happen. So Charles supposed eagerness to connect with Archie and Lily seems even more disingenuous when considering his lack of effort to visit them in California. If he genuinely wanted to foster a relationship, a flight to the US to see his grandchildren in person would be a logical step. He has gotten several invitations and he has refused them. So, what are we talking about in the newspaper in the UK? Let's get real. His ability to travel to other countries and for other events, I know he was recently in France, suggests that visiting his family across the Atlantic is within his capabilities. The fact that he has not done so indicates a lack of genuine commitment to bridging the family divide. So we know if Charles wanted tomorrow to fly to California, or if Charles wanted today to ask his son to come and visit respectfully, not tell Harry to come and visit and leak that Harry is visiting, leak where Harry is going to stay, put his life in danger, he's just not a good father. Let's stop this charade. Let's stop the facade of trying to make Charles out to be what he is not. He's definitely not a good father/grandfather, right? If he wanted to really do that, he would have done it. So these empty gestures are just that, empty. The report of King Charles sending a heartfelt gift and card to Lilibet for her birthday feels like a hollow gesture, especially in light of his more substantial actions that have caused strain within the family. While gifts and cards are nice, they do little to mend the deep rifts caused by his previous decisions. True commitment to family involves more than just symbolic acts. It requires tangible actions that support and nurture familial bonds. I am sick and I am tired of these people. Every single year, they regurgitate the same tired, boring story. They try to make Charles out to be something he is not. And they always say, he who feels it knows it. Harry and Meghan feels it. They know he's a disgusting man. They know he's not a true father. He's not a good person. And they know this. So let's not pretend that Charles is something that he is not. This narrative of a devoted grandfather longing to connect with his grandchildren seems more like a PR strategy than a reflection of reality. By portraying himself as a caring and involved grandparent, King Charles might be attempting to garner public sympathy and deflect criticism from his more contentious actions. However, the inconsistencies between his words and deeds reveal a different story, one where public image takes precedence over genuine family connections. King Charles' actions speak louder than the carefully crafted narrative circulating in the media. His eviction of Harry and Meghan from their UK home, the removal of security, and his lack of effort to visit his grandchildren in California all point to a more self-serving agenda. The portrayal of Charles as a grandfather keen to build relationships with Archie and Lilibet is, at best, a superficial attempt to maintain public favor. It's time to call BS on this narrative and recognize the contradictions that undermine the sincerity of his proposed family devotion. Guys, over and over I'll say it. Let's call BS on Charles. He is not good. He is not good. Whatever he does is to maintain the monarchy. Yes, we get why he does it. It's business. It's a firm that takes importance. It's not family. So if he's trying to build a family, he's not going to have one with what he's doing. That is not how he does things. You know, the Bible talks about the prodigal son. Yes, we know sometimes the son might come back and the father drops everything, right? Everything for his son. Charles has not done any such thing. He has Camilla in his ears, and Camilla is not a good woman. We can see that, we know that. So let's call a spade, and let's stop this foolish conversation within the media that Charles is a good father / grandfather. He is none of the above. He is not. We are not going to make him out to be what he is. He wasn't a good husband to Diana. He is just a terrible person. He wanted that throne for 70 years. He has finally got it, but I don't think he's enjoying it. Right? There's a lot that's going on behind the scene. So let's just stop this foolishness. So guys, that's what I wanted to bring you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.